At the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
the visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking...
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Jumping into the ring by WWE.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk is claiming that for him, this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, and the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Connecting on the DDT. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
He is looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
What a counter! And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk. And both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
But wait, look at this determination to get out of this, to create separation. Well, time to get out of Dodge, as our announce desk is assuredly not long for this world.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Rollins has no answer for Punk.
What is he doing here? Oh, no, get down from there. Get down from there. You don't have to do that.
No, 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 no.
This clearly is not about winning. It's about destroying the competition. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now
he lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. I wonder if that is affecting him.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for that.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Seth is down for the count. Kicks out. He still has life.
That had to take all the energy he's got at this point. Oh, a devastating assault on the neck there.
Oh, using the rope to their advantage. Very effective.
Oh, what a forceful clothesline.
He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
Grabbing a kendo stick, any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
Oh!
The crushing headbutt.
CM Punk looking to end things here.
GTS.
it enough for Punk?
Implanted by the DDT.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins. From the Roman Reigns now locking in a submission, the guillotine choke.
Breaking the hold there.
Struck with a calf kick.
High rent district for CM Punk.
Wants to finish this. Look out. Oh, he lands hard.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
Coming back from the outside now.
He's got him, getting ready.
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
Could be thinking of high-risk offense here.
Stalking from above.
Reigns checking under the ring now.
Incoming.
Cross body from the top. Seth is being overwhelmed. And Roman could put it away here.
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him, this is just business. The taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, and the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk. And saw what was coming there. It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Gentlemen, no need for monitors right now. The fight is right in front of us.
Oh!
Up and...
Oh, knee right to the spine.
Roman taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one bit.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Ah, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Headbutt to the back of... Can he put it away? Early kick out, referee right on top of the action.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Returning to the ring now. And planted them with a well-executed DDT. Oh, he had that scouted.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework. Oh, man!
Fisherman suplex. Strong suplex. Punk never saw that coming.
Just driving the knee deep.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The sheep flying possum shoulder. He calls off the pin attempt, maybe wanting to try something else.
Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
And Punk finding himself on the wrong side of another exchange. Been coming to Punk from all angles tonight.
Oh, a moonsault.
Oh, the pinning combination.
Hammered down with a reverse DDT.
Kick to the gut by Rollins. Opponent hoisted up, but too heavy, and now counted out.
And a clothesline counter.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Snaps the leg across the head.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. Just clubbing down.
Wards that off. What a response.
First a knife edge chop, and now continuing the attack on the knee.
Ooh, tough hit to the legs.
Calf kick on the money.
Reigns can't yield any attack coming his way.
Roman really having trouble with his defense.
From the top, he wants to end this for the win. Pin attempt broken. Into a sleeper hold. Oh, and a neck breaker. Boom. Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. What's Punk got forthcoming?
Powerbomb position.
Simple but effective technique to get out of there.
Looks like he's coming back in. Boom, what a roundhouse.
He needs to be prepared.
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
A DDT drives that head into the ground.
Calf kick finds the mark.
Punk, knee in the corner.
Oh, short arm clothesline by Punk.
From way up, misses big time.
Well, with their opponent down, now looking to ensure it stays that way.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid.
Wants to finish this.
Lift off. Cross body from the top.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbooks.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
Kick to the body, and now dragging their opponent's face.
Going for the classics and grabbing a steel chair.
Lift it up. What's next?
Oh, that will break your face.
Might be going high risk here. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Stalking from above.
A hard fall. The wear and tear on Punk must be turning his insides out at this point.
Jumping. Roman's shoulders are down. Kicks out after one.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
And he stops the ref's count.
Thumped with a big blow to the arm.
Oof, kick finds it.
Going for the win. He breaks the ref's count after one.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message. This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
He's got to be rocked after taking...
And now Punk, kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas. Using the arm like a billy club.
Put into the corner. CM Punk.
Oof! Retaliating with a strong elbow.
Huge kick connects.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all.
Going for the pin for the win. Quick count out after one.
And clearly, truly taking the concept of fight forever. Roman.
Spear by Reigns.
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
And this has to be it.
Bringing up the pin right there.
Oof. Knee strike connects. Charging himself up and going in for stop. That has Roman counting the lights.
2 count. Oh, kick out at 2.
Reigns able to get his shoulder up, and I don't know how many more times he can do that tonight.
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now.
Sling blade.
Connects off the springboard. Oh, fires back with a kick to the gut.
Bang! What a punch. Legs caught.
Caught flat with the roundhouse.
This building is rocking right now.
Can you blame him? Pin. Roman could put it
remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly. Back in the ring.
Lands the crossbody.
Oh, God. Knee meets face.
Spear nearly cut in half.
Cover.
Will Reigns close this out?
Oh, and he just kicked out.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
Roman has been denied. This is not something we're used to seeing, and by the looks of things, neither is Reigns.
Hard punch.
And that core area really getting lit up.
Looking for a neck breaker here, but managing to power their way out and connects with a neck breaker.
Roll up here. Punk has beaten the odds, has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner,
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and...
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
You can feel the electricity.
his opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in
The WWE Championship.
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the... WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Going for the legs, going right after the base.
Just a surgical approach we're seeing from Hart.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here. Shooting pain in the shoulders, the kind of thing that builds and builds during a match.
His Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know from the top. Elbow drop.
The champion taking the high-risk option to retain the title.
I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Brett. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
Take off! Good Lord! Taking flight!
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
DDT plants them. This has got to be demoralizing. For Michaels.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight. It is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Brett and Shawn use for each other are...